feel like you don't have a partner because you're just a bad partner, or is it hard to find one these days?
Oh, am I? Okay, wait. Okay, fine. It's a mix of both. Okay, it's a mix of both. I'm very honest. I cannot put myself in a basket and carry myself.
Of course.
I am single because a lot of people are not financially stable and I cannot settle for less. So I feel like my standards are damn high and my friends will tell me you need to lower your standards or you'll be single forever. I don't mind being single forever.
What if you have issues that you don't know of that the person can fix as well? Different sort of partners will make you feel like, oh, I'm going through this right now and I didn't know.
I think along the way that's fine, but don't come to me broken. Oh, my previous relationship broke me. No. But since I found you, I've had, no, sorry, I'm not a half. You're not a half. I'm a full moon. You're a full moon. We come with each other and produce a
baby.
A big moon. A big pair of moons.
Okay. Remember that one rewarding moment you have as a teacher?
Okay, so I've had a student from a very young age, probably 15 or so. He was involved in drugs and he got addicted to it.
15 years old?
15 years old.
Okay.
But he was my student, right? And it was very difficult, Joseph, you have to understand, because I see them probably once or twice a week.
It's not enough, right?
It's not enough.
Right.
Other than that, they are at home.
Correct.
So it's the home environment versus me.
Yeah.
Right? But I made sure to consistently check on him. Like I told him, I said, be open with me. I said, I'm not gonna get mad with you. There are times where he'll be afraid of confessing because
it's shameful. It's not only shameful to himself, but it disappoints you as well.
Yes, that was the feeling he had.
Correct,
Like he didn't want to break my trust. Correct.
That's very nice. He could for the fact that he can see you as a safe place to tell you these things.
Correct. Initially, he shared openly, but then the fear came to disappoint me.
Of course.
So I was more, I was more amazed by the fact that he had a thought process in him.
Yeah.
I don't want to disappoint him, so I really don't want to share. So to me, that was hope. The fact that he could think for himself,
see that.
There was potential there. I could see like a change. So then I took that as an advantage. I took him. We went out, I spent the whole day with him, and then I showed him, this is what job feels like. People who work in the mall, look at them, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Some of them, they are the only child, they have to support an entire family. Some of them don't even have parents, right? So imagine them being lonely. I say, you have parents, you have friends, you have me, right? But the only thing you don't have now is stability. And if you keep on going into this line, you will never have stability. Nobody's going to take you in, and at the end of the day, you're going to be stranded on the road. And then he started crying, and then we started having this very intimate moment and all of that. It took, again I'm telling, it took 3 years for me to go through this back and forth with him, back and forth. And at the end of it all, it was just God's grace. It was God's grace, and it was someone's consistent attention, effort and love that made him to be clean and sober for at least this incident happened
How long has it been already?
5 years back. So since then until now, we're still in touch. He has been sober. He's been very clean. He every now and then talks to me, and when I see him, I will know if someone still consumes stuff like that, right? His face is glowing. He looks bright. He's smiling, and that's when I know he's happy because he found a purpose in his life.
Yeah.
How have you been though? It's been ages.
Don't change the topic. It's all about you right now.
Can I be honest with you? I still struggle with loneliness.
What made you feel loneliness?
Can I be honest with y'all? You will never know you have loneliness unless and until the noise of the world shuts. Like if it's daytime, you're out, you're at work playing pickleball, and then going out, there's human.
Why are you so specific about pickleball?
Talking about all these pickleball fans that I don't like, okay? But if you're out, right, if there's noise anywhere, you will never know anything. But the moment you hit the bed at night, turn off the light, and the only sound you have is the fan on your ceiling, that's the moment you realize, oh God, I'm actually a very lonely person. When everything goes quiet and you're like, what's next? Where is who and what is where?
You're actually quite deep actually, but you don't show that, You don't show this side a lot on your social media.
I don't, because the thing is, if I do that, I feel like if you want to talk about something, provide a solution, please. Can I be very honest with you? Don't come at me. Don't come at me, I'm warning y'all. I don't believe in therapists. I don't believe in therapy. I'm sorry. First of all, everything is so bloody expensive these days. You want to help someone, but it costs so much. How do you expect anyone to get like any sense of liberation just by
Treatment,
knowing how expensive these are?
Right.
Number two, I feel a lot of them go by the book, Joseph.
By the book.
By the book. So that means they don't speak based off experience. Someone who speaks based off experience, it touches you a different way. But someone who speaks of bookish knowledge, you know that it's something that has been read off somewhere, and that somehow doesn't sit well with me. It doesn't sit right with me, because I am someone who believes in, if I am going to give someone an advice, if I don't have the experience, I usually keep my mouth shut. This is going to be very heartbreaking, and I know a lot of you are going to ask me to sue. I just, I don't want to get into like more mess already. So I met this one lady. Okay, I told my entire life history, which nobody knows of. Only my siblings. Okay, I shared everything, and I feel like certain things is best to talk to a complete stranger.
Correct.
Instead of people you actually know. I was sexually harassed as a child. I opened up about that to the therapist, and I spoke about how that in many ways influenced me to be in the sexual orientation that I am now. So I spoke about how I have not accepted a lot of things about myself. I felt like how I am is influenced by a lot of things that happened to me during my childhood period.
Yes.
Okay. So I shared all of this with her, and I said about how I'm struggling with acceptance, and because of that, I have anxiety. I am very scared to go out. I cannot socialize. So I told everything about my job, what I do. So I shared everything with her, and she was quite practical with her advice. Very nice. Gave my ache a kind of balm. So I felt nice, but I don't think I got the answer that I needed. Long story short, after 5 to 7 sessions, I've ended everything. I went back to my daily life, and I'm a very hardcore person, Joseph. If you don't know, I have the Great Wall of China in me.
No.
So if I could, I wouldn't have gone to a therapist.
I understand.
So if I went,
it was a big deal when you told me the first time, like earlier just now. I was like, you actually went for it and tried it as well.
So the fact that I did that, I just felt like I had no hope anymore. I just needed someone to vomit everything out to, because I don't want to keep it in anymore. A few months later only, Joseph, someone that I know came to me very randomly, bumped into this person. And then I was like, hey, how are you doing? Are you okay? And blah, blah. And he said, yeah, I'm doing well. Just changed my job, got a new job in this company and all. How are you? This. And out of the blue, hey, I heard you're going through a really bad time. So I was like, mate, is it just an assumption because I was quiet on social media? And I was like, no. I said things are difficult, but I'm managing. He's like, no. XXX told me that this happened to you when you were a child.
Are you for real?
I am for real.
Do you sign? Before you go into any therapy session, right?
I signed.
You signed, right? It's confidential.
Yes, it is confidential.
You
That's
sue,
the base.
you know?
I know I can sue.
Bitch! I hate it when people do that. Sorry. Like,
Yeah, no, you're valid. That's what I felt.
Are you fucking?
So
it makes you so unsafe then.
Correct.
Right? And this is your first ever therapy session with someone.
Yes, my first
What a bitch.
Yes. It's because of that one incident, Joseph. It's not that I don't want to trust therapists. I just don't want to trust humans in general anymore. Then I became a very practical person. It was a big hit. It took me a very long time to heal from the fact that I got betrayed, even by a stranger. I mean,
You paid the person.
Yeah, I paid the person. Yeah.
To leak something like that as well.
Yeah. So ever since then, guys, I became a very different person. When I go through things in life, I go through them on my own independently. I take time to sit with my problems, and I eventually find solutions for myself. I stopped seeking help anymore. I just don't have the ability to trust again in life. Until today, I have not found the courage to trust anyone in life. Anyone. That's a lot.
Let's talk a little bit about your family right now. I want to know about your mom, because I think the last episode we had, I didn't get to know about your mom much as well. What's the one thing about your mom that really shaped you today?
Discipline. I think there are a lot of things, Joseph. Growing up as a child, right? We were taught how to hold the broom and the mop when we were kids itself. right? We were taught the right way to sweep. We were taught how to make our beds. We were taught how to wash the toilets every week, like once a week, as kids, you know. And somehow this discipline grew up with me, and that's what I'm doing now on day-to-day basis. I have always been taught to be independent, to be hardworking, to not depend on my mom or my dad for anything. They provide the basic necessities like your school education, food and whatnot, but everything else we worked for in our life.
What's the one memory you remember about your dad? With your dad? Why are you laughing at that?
So my mom is an Asian mama.
Your dad is also Asian? No.
My dad is Asian also.
Then, what's the difference between you?
My like the yin and the yang, the polar opposites.
Okay.
So my
sounds
mom,
like it. One feels like he has a lot of freedom. One feels like very disciplined.
yeah, so my dad is like, do whatever the hell you want with your life. I don't care. My mom is like, no, who you going with? Where you going? Give me the person's number. The person's parents' contact also give me. I will call and check. And my mom, we have an artifact. You know, an artifact museum.
Okay.
We got hanger, we got bell, we got wood, we got everything.
Okay. The artifact is to inflict love.
Yes! Intense love! So there's one time, my brother and I, we went to a stationery shop, and then we didn't know about CCTVs, like what CCTV meant that time, right? So we stole a bunch of Tic Tic pencil, you know,
God.
that pilot shaker Joseph.
It's expensive for back then. It was like 3 ringgit.
Everyone wanted that pilot shaker, you know. So we
Do it one time.
pilot shaker. So we stole a bunch.
You are such an
We
asshole.
kept in our pants all, and then we were eating at a mamak shop right beside the stationery shop. So we went there, and then the employee came out. Then our whole family was there. Then the employee said, Puan, anak-anak Puan tadi mencuri barang kita kat. Then we were like, oh my brother and I were like, shit, what do we do now? Like, then my mom was like, where are the things? Where you kept it? And we're like, we took everything and we went to the mamak shop because we had a bad feeling. So we took everything, we threw in the sink, the toilet sink. We just kept there.
Okay.
So we went in, we kept everything there, and then we just came out lah. Then said, no, we never take. Then after that, the girl took her phone and like showed, ni Puan. And my mom, she doesn't talk. She just looks at you.
That's the worst, I tell you, when like they're just quiet, they don't say anything.
She stared at us, and then we confessed. Then we told them lah where it was. We went back home, Joseph. My dad also shaking already. I'm telling you.
Your
his
dad was shaking?
leg, his hand, all the hair, all stood up already.
Your dad was shaking because they were afraid of you, for you, or they were just angry at.
No, he was afraid for us.
Oh.
He was afraid of my mom. So we went back. My mom looked at him. Then my mom said, "You settle them, or I will do it." So my dad brought us in the room. Then he locked the door. Then he took the belt from his pants. Then my dad said, "I'm going to beat the wall. You just make sure
Sorry.
make sure
That doesn't sound like an Asian dad at all.
I told you he's the polar opposite. He said, make sure you scream and make
Wow,
noise.
you're
and,
so lucky
and
actually.
be convincing. If she doesn't believe, I cannot help her. So do your work.
But you will have markings, no? After you get hit like that.
My mom not that particular. She won't check all of that one.
Okay.
So then he took the thing, then he beat the wall. Then I was, don't, ow. He started doing all like that. Then after that, my dad was like, take some saliva from your tongue and your mouth. Put it at the edge. Put here. Don't. It's not so you're supposed to look like you're crying. So hey, we must do it. Then he said, okay. Slowly.
What the heck?
Then my dad was like, I will go out first. After a few minutes, only you'll come out. Don't come out fast. So he opened the door. He said, done already, me. Then my mom
Was he panting like?
Yeah. So my mom was just like,
no wonder.
my mom was just on the sofa watching TV. Then she was just watching TV. Then after a few minutes, like, we went out lah. Then we went into our own rooms. We closed the door. And then we're done today. So that's my dad for you.
Oh
by the
my
way.
God.
Yeah.
Is there a takeaway that you want to share?
Anything?
It can be anything.
Okay.
It's a beautiful day today. Do whatever you want.
Okay.
I won't be affected, I promise.
Okay. Cheaters don't deserve a second chance.
I
said what I said.
I disagree. I think they do deserve a second chance. Not with the same partner, but with love. I feel like...
Are you talking about yourself?
I told you not with the same partner, right?
Oh, okay.
Like I feel like cheaters deserve a second chance, not with the same partner,
With who they
but
cheated
with
on?
love. Like for example, if I cheated on you, for example,
Okay.
it's okay for you to reject me,
Okay.
but I also deserve some sort of love. Maybe my next partner, I'll treat them right. No?
Oh my god. Okay, wait, that's a very smart thought actually.
No, do you think so?
But aren't you just basically passing on
If-
poison to the next person?
If let's say for example, I cheated on you, and then you gave me another chance, I think no. For me, no. That cannot happen.
Yes, correct.
But what if I change? You're
Okay.
You're not allowing someone to learn from their mistakes. No?
Yeah, no. If you cheat on me, can get lost. Go continue with another person. You want to cheat on them? That's up to you.
Then would you date a cheat? Would you date a cheater?
The problem is you'll never know who a cheater is. They'll never come clean.
So what if this person, you found out about this person, cheated before, but tries to go after you?
A bit difficult. It'll take a long time for me to say yes, because I will need to see honest changes. And I know artificial change. I will know if you're trying to please me just to convince me that you're a different person now. And I'll know if you're really changed from the inside. Can you stop confusing me? Basically, cheaters don't deserve a second chance. Let me just give you... I give you a tea, okay? My sister who just got married, who was with the person for about 7 years, right, got cheated on. She did not think twice. Immediately, send the letters. Go on our separate ways.
Do you think that guy who cheated on her deserves a second chance to feel loved?
Everyone deserves a second chance to feel love, but if you don't appreciate it, then that's on you. You're an idiot, you're a fool.
So we can all agree that cheaters do deserve a second chance with love, but not with the same partner. Do we agree on that now?
No, sometimes I feel like you deserve a taste of your own medicine. So I hope cheaters get cheated on, so that then you will realize, then you will change. Then you deserve love. Otherwise, if you've not tasted your own medicine, you won't know how it feels like. Doing that to someone else is very easy. When it's done onto you, then you'll never be able to accept it. So stop trying to twist the words and all. Cheaters don't deserve a second chance, that's all. Unless they get cheated on, then you can do what you want.
Would you
Cheat?
go out? No. Would you go on a second date with me?
I would.